Angel, now everyone's seen a clip of you and Caitlin Clark on the court. How was it to watch the team's win be overshadowed by that moment?
It was frustrating. I mean, but to see how much we've grown women's basketball over the couple weeks, I mean, 9.9 million people watched the game. That's more than the men's. So I know, like, one day we're going down in the history books.
Yes.
So it's bigger than me. I mean, I'm so happy that we won the championship.
Angel Reese crowned herself as the face of the WNBA, so how did she not even sniff the top 10 in All-Star voting? Shooting 30.9% from the field might have something to do with it. Statistically, one of the worst marks among qualified players in the league. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark wasn't just participating, she was dominating the polls with over 515,000 votes, leaving Reese in the dust like she forgot the voting even started. And that's where this whole narrative starts to unravel. If Reese is the name everyone's pushing, why are fans pushing back with their votes? Because let's be honest, Angel Reese has been everywhere lately. You can't open a social media app, walk past a bus stop ad, or blink during a commercial break without seeing her face. She's become the most visible 30% shooter in modern basketball history. Media outlets didn't just cover Angel Reese, they practically made her a case study in branding. From Forbes calling her the engine of WNBA growth to sports shows pretending she was the league's savior, it was a full-blown campaign. Some of these pieces didn't even mention Caitlin Clark, who was out here casually dropping 30-footers and breaking attendance records like it was another Tuesday, and the league was all in on it. WNBA social accounts were pushing Reese highlights like she was the second coming, giving her the kind of screen time that even all-stars dream about. She was everywhere. Interviews, podcasts, endorsements, name it Angel. Reese was getting booked like a Marvel movie, and she embraced it, telling the world she's the reason people are watching. Bold claim, especially when those viewers seemed more interested in watching someone else. Clark built one. Caitlin Clark's numbers weren't just solid, they were superstar level. Fans don't just want charisma, they want results. And when it came time to vote, the fans let the stats speak for themselves. Clark skyrocketed to the top of the polls while Reese barely cracked the discussion.
For Camilla? Yeah, I think it was a little tough because she was in foul trouble, but we tried to look for as best as we could, and I think she finished well when she was in there and had the opportunity down the stretch.
We'll say her on your right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a step forward. Obviously, things that we can get better at, things that we know we were better at. I think just we got to stay together. It's tough.
That's not just a surprise, that's a reality check. And that disconnect is telling. Why didn't all this hype translate into actual votes? For every story celebrating Angel Reese's charisma, Caitlin Clark was out there putting up box scores that demanded respect. While Reese was trending for tweets, Clark was trending for highlights. There's a difference between being popular and being impactful, and the fans noticed. Even Forbes, in all its journalistic wisdom, crowned Reese as a key figure in the league's explosion while conveniently leaving Clark out. That kind of narrative building doesn't hold up when the fans are the ones writing the next chapter. And when the dust settled, it was Caitlin's name at the top of the ballot, not because of hype, but because of game. This goes deeper than basketball. It's a litmus test for trust. Fans don't want to be told who to like. They want to decide for themselves, and when they saw the All-Star ballot, they made that decision clear. Reese didn't make the top 10, not even close.
We just have to do everything 2 times harder. Go out there, be more aggressive, do what we do best. So I think that's working for us. Just keep our composure, but also just keep killing. I think we're doing well. We just got to defend a little bit harder, but I think we're fine.
Despite all the media backing, all the endorsements, all the marketing dollars, when it came time for fans to vote, they passed. Now, let's get into the numbers, because this isn't just a popularity contest. This is about performance. Reese might be grabbing rebounds, but when you shoot 30.9% from the field, it's hard to convince people you're elite, especially as a post player where those shots are supposed to be automatic. That 4-point game against the Fever? Let's not forget Caitlin Clark wasn't even on the floor. It was Reese's moment and she put up a dud. That's not the stuff that earns votes, that's the stuff that earns memes. And while her fans point to her rebounding numbers, a deeper look reveals a lot of those are what people are calling me. Bounds, rebounds off her own misses. Let's also talk about fan connection. Caitlin Clark didn't beg for a crown, she earned it. She's relatable, she's composed under pressure, and she delivers when it counts. Clark has turned doubters into believers and arenas into her personal stage.
Well, I think I've just been waiting to play basketball for a really long time now. You go through the preseason games, you go through a lot of training camp. It's been a few weeks now. I think you're just itching to get out there and really play like a real game. That's going to count towards your record. But I feel like I have a better understanding of how everything works.
Angel Reese, meanwhile, is still rehearsing. Loud confidence with low percentages isn't a recipe for fandom. It's a recipe for Twitter debates. This is a league desperately trying to grow its audience. If the goal is to bring new fans in, then you have to give them stars who actually shine. Clark is doing that. She's bringing in viewers, filling seats, and lighting up the scoreboard. Reese, on the other hand, is bringing in a lot of broken backboards and missed shots. So here's the verdict. All-star selections aren't about who has the most Instagram followers or who said the boldest thing in a press conference. They're about performance, production, and proving it when it counts. Caitlin Clark? She's proven it. Angel Reese? She's still looking for her shot and apparently her fan base. And that's the difference. One player is redefining the league with every pass and three-pointer. The other is learning that media buzz can't carry you where buckets can't. Let that be a lesson. Let's stack Angel Reese up against some of the WNBA's most well-rounded forwards. Take Aaliyah Boston. She's not just a rebounding machine, she's a two-way threat who racks up points and shuts down opponents, and fans rewarded that complete package with about 447,000 votes. Then you've got Kiki Erie, often putting up double S like it's her day job, and pulling in over 213,000 votes in the process. What sets these players apart isn't just one standout skill, it's that they touch every corner of the stat sheet. That's the kind of versatility fans are eager to vote for.
I don't think I was that effective, honestly. I thought more than anything I did a really good job of passing the ball, finding my teammates on open rolls, slips. I found Lou a couple times for a couple threes. I don't know. I think I got in the paint. Obviously, I would have liked to make a couple more threes, but sometimes that's how you shoot it.
Even if you zoom in on Reese's strengths, it's impossible to ignore the glaring holes. Sure, she hustles under the basket and fights for position like her lunch money's on the line, but rebounding alone doesn't build a complete player. Analysts agree. The WNBA is a league full of multi-skilled threats, and players who only dominate in one area risk becoming one-dimensional. Reese's stat line reflects a player who hasn't yet found that balance. Until she expands her game, her ceiling will stay firmly capped. The numbers say it loud and clear. While Reese is a rebounding force, her inefficient scoring and limited offensive impact hold her back from serious all-star consideration. That brings us to the central question in today's WNBA. What actually earns an all-star nod? Rebounding might grab headlines, but fans clearly want more. Reese's rise has been driven more by persona than performance. From viral sound bites to flashy branding, she's built a presence that makes headlines, but fans are clearly tuning in for more than a good quote. The league and the media got ahead of themselves propping up a star before the stats were there to back it up, and now the fan vote has exposed that disconnect. They chose proven contributors like Clark and Boston over Reese, no matter how often she appeared in highlight reels or commercials. So what does this say about how the WNBA should approach building stars? It's a reality check, plain and simple.
Angel, this is why you came to LSU, to become a national champion. How does it feel?
It's year one, baby. What they gonna say now? We beat every odd that they said we couldn't beat. We had 9 new pieces, came in year 2. As long as we believed in each other, we got to where we wanted to be, and we national champs now.
This vote sends a message not just to Angel Reese, but to every player in the league. Want to be an all-star? Deliver. Consistently earning votes isn't about having the biggest personality, it's about having the most impact. And fans are paying close attention. Reese's media image and real-world reception have officially split. The All-Star voting results prove that hype without substance just doesn't cut it anymore. This vote didn't just shuffle the All-Star deck, it reshuffled the way we look at WNBA stardom.
It wasn't only me, and Kilps and AB also did a lot of that too, and people were really excited to join, so that's special. You learn the league, you learn being a pro, you learn how to operate, because it is so different than college.
Fans are demanding performance over packaging. Reese may still have the endorsements and the media attention, but the fan response is a reality check the league can't ignore. If you support Caitlin and the rest of the Fever, then continue to vote for them for this year's All-Star Game and comment Baby Goat over Baby Giraffe down below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen and we will see you in the next one.